Let's roll the highlights from the first half of the Powell ball game, played over at Powell. And
we opened up the game kicking off, and after 4 games in a row at home, we finally hit the road. We're in our white uniforms. We got Matthew Calhoun there, among others, making the play on the opening kickoff. Great play here on a little, what I call a rocket screen, a tunnel screen, whatever you want to call it. That's Jason McGee. Tremendous play on the screen. He's all over the guy, and no gain. And speaking of no gain, this is going to be less than no gain. We throw this guy for a loss. He's got nowhere to run. Jacob Adams ends up making the tackle, but you can see we have 2 or 3 guys penetrating and deep in the backfield. And this is Johnny Stewart, quarterback, making a good decision there. He checks quickly, intended receiver's not open, turns it up, and gets a big gain. And Johnny's done that all year long. Back on defense. I don't think we scored the first time with the ball. Jeremy Mitchell, Jack Borchers, maybe Jacob Adams in there on the play. And there's another look at it, also Darius Cox. Okay, still on defense. Quarterback has really nowhere to go, and we get a fumble there, and Kobe Angel reminded me a lot of Kendall Clark in this game, because whenever the ball was loose, he ended up with it like Kendall did for a couple of years. Kobe, in the first few minutes of the game, recovered a fumble and intercepts a pass, which I'm sure is on here in a few minutes. But that's a big play early in the ball game. Fake the ball. We finally got Jordan Graham back, and one of the first things we do with Jordan back is fake the ball to him. Nothing's changed because the entire defense ran to Jordan Graham, and we find Kyrie Pendergrass wide open in the middle of the field. Johnny lays it in there, touchdown. And there's another shot at it. No defensive back. As soon as we faked Jordan, the safety came flying down to the line of scrimmage, and Kyrie's wide open. All right, back on defense, a little screen pass. Great play. That's Herbert Booker. I didn't see the number, but I remember the play. That was a great play by our corner, Herbert Booker, right here. Good job taking him out. Kalen Thompson from the safety position coming up as well. But great play by Herbert. Lights are on. He's making a play. And this is the interception I was talking about. Actually, it was a nice pass to Kobe Angel. And then we get Kobe, I guess, draws a face mask as well.
he said on his interview after the game it was just a terrible pass by the quarterback. It was something like that.
Well, I'm glad he caught the terrible pass, but that was a big play in the game. I mean, the game's just getting started, and we have 2 turnovers, and Kobe Angel has them both.
Knocked his mouthpiece out there too.
Yeah, I noticed that. I wasn't going to comment on that, but you like to comment on stuff like that when the other team does it. That's why I don't like that who got killed or whatever it is segment that you're trying to bring back. This is Johnny's done a much better job with this year, rolling to his left, which isn't natural for a right-handed quarterback. Throws a perfect strike to Jeremy Mitchell on a little comeback route. And Johnny gets good depth, gets his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage pretty much, and we make a good play, good protection from the offensive line. All right, it's just a straight drop back, and this is a great catch. Johnny does a good job throwing the ball up to where only Caleb can get it. Slightly, I'm not going to say it was behind him, but it wasn't in front of him. Caleb had to jump up to get it, and a nice catch. And we're up, I guess, 14 after the extra points. This time we'll just throw the ball out to Jordan Graham, and Jordan makes a couple of guys miss, just begins to accelerate. And it's a big play. I mean, it's a pass for literally no yards. And Jordan Graham, thanks to a couple of good blocks out by the wide receivers and a great burst of speed by Jordan, picks up a pretty good gain there on a pass that really traveled nowhere. It's nice to have Jordan back. Now we're faking the speed sweep to Jordan again, this time giving the ball on the counter to Carter Alexander. Good blocking on the counter block up front, and you can see, again, it's one of those cases where, we're getting the ball to Jordan some, but we're also faking it to him, and the defense is going with him, and we have a big play. Quarterback sneak for a touchdown, Johnny Stewart. Johnny's a good, strong runner. We've executed this pretty well over the course of the year when we needed to. And the offensive line gets a good surge, and Johnny's in for the touchdown, I guess making it 21 after the extra point by Carson McGee right there. Good snap by Kobe Angel. Kevin Reedy on the hold. Good protection, and we're up 21. Back on defense. And there's a great sack. There's nothing more exciting than a sack for a defensive lineman. And this is the guy you're going to be talking to in just a few minutes, Ramar Hawkins. Ramar is excited, and he did a good job sacking him, driving him into that turf, and he's beside himself right there. That's good to see. All right, we didn't feel that kick, but a lot of times when you don't field one, everybody gets kind of bunched down there together, and you can break it for a pretty good return. This is Kyrese Pendergrass really getting a lot of yards on his own. He breaks a tackle or two there, makes a guy miss there, makes a guy miss right there, and gets a pretty good return out of what looked like it could have been disaster. All right, back on offense, Jordan Graham in deeper motion this time. And we run Kalen Thompson on a triple option, and he's shot out of there like a cannon. When Kalen Thompson and Jordan Graham were both out for a number of weeks, those really are our two fastest players. Now, we've got some fast players, but those are the two fastest. They both run track. They're extremely fast. We have other guys that are very fast, but you can see that burst of speed right there. Kalen, nobody's going to catch him. I mean, from no team. I don't care who we're playing. They're not going to catch Kalen or Jordan and maybe a couple of others. I think I talked my way through another play, but we're back on defense now. And we're sacking the quarterback right there. Jack Borchers, I'm sure he wasn't happy to have Jack fall on top of him right there at 340 pounds, but I kind of liked it. Jordan Graham here tips the ball to himself. And then you can see that burst of speed down the sidelines. He hadn't lost his speed. And he's really not 100%, to be quite honest, but he's getting closer every day. Guy had an angle on him right there, or he doesn't catch him. But you see another pass that really goes nowhere, and Jordan turns it into a 20, 25-yard gain. Another sack. I don't know how many times we sacked the quarterback, but it was quite a bit. And this is going to be Darius Cox.
And that was the final play of the first half, and you had a lead, a big lead going into halftime.
28 at the half, yes. Yeah, the Kalen Thompson touchdown made it 28.
Let's go back to the second half of the Powell ball game played over at Powell. In this game, the victory gave you at least second place and a home game in the first round of the playoffs.
All right, nice punt by Isaac Quick. In fact, a great punt by Isaac Quick. Pins him down inside the 5-yard line or right at the 5-yard line. I don't know how long the punt was, but I think it's 40 plus. And just a beautiful, beautiful punt. I wasn't happy to punt, but I was happy with the outcome of the punt. All right, they're rolling out in the end zone, and good job there. Is that Jeremy? Yeah, Jeremy Mitchell.
Yes.
Thought he was going to cut in front and intercept it, but he threw it too high, probably on purpose. A little tunnel screen. We missed a tackle or two, but then it looks like we got 5 or 6 guys that eventually hem him up and knock him backwards, and they're not making. I think they're up to maybe the 6.5 or 7-yard line right there. Kobe Angel, among others, Jeremy Mitchell there, Jacob Adams, Jack Replogle. All right, back on offense now. Johnny rolling out and throwing a nice little comeback route. This time to his right, little easier for right-handed quarterback, to Caleb Martin. Caleb had a good game, made some good catches. We saw the first touchdown catch earlier, the high one, and then this was a nice throw and catch on the comeback. Good route by Caleb. This looks like another look at it.
Coach, I like the color combination of your uniforms. The white on whites, I think, look good. I know the guys like the grays, but those white on whites look good.
Yeah, it's a good-looking uniform, something totally different than what we've worn around here in a while. Nice little pass on the under route to Kyrie's Pendergrass, and Johnny laid it in there perfectly for a touchdown. Good protection. Offensive line did a good job right there because that's not a pass that you can throw immediately. Got to give him a chance to cross the entire field. He kind of caught that ball with one hand, which is okay, but he had the other one available to use. So I guess I'd prefer he use both of them, but it's nice to be able to know you can catch it with one. All right, back on defense. And their number 7 is not a bad little running back, but our defense really played well the entire game. That's a nice job by Kobe Angel and a heck of a shot coming up by, was that Kalen?
It was.
Okay. Good combination right there. Good sure tackle by Kobe and a really good shot by Kalen Thompson. Darius Simpson close by and Herbert Booker close by. All right, back on defense. They're down close to our goal line, and we get a big sack right here to knock them back from inside the 5 to looks like just outside the 10. Jacob Adams, Jeremy Mitchell back there, Darius Cox back there. Good job right there on not a badly thrown pass at all. Quarterback threw it a tad late, but it's really not it's a fairly well placed ball. But our defensive back right there, that's Herbert, wasn't it?
Yeah, the lights are on.
Herbert Booker, yeah, did a good job. And here, just a tremendous defensive play as they try to run this into the end zone. We do a good job there with several guys. Jacob Adams being the primary tackler, and it looks like T.J. Johnson as well, holding him out of the end zone. And here's another chance that they take, and
they had a couple opportunities down there, and you held them both times.
They did. We did a good job. Our defense was determined to hold them out. There's Jacob Adams yet again, Kyrie's Pendergrass, Jack Replogle, and 2 or 3 others. Just hold them out of there. Our defense got a lot of pride in trying to keep people out of the end zone, and here's yet another play. Looks like we're seeing every play on this down and distance sequence. And this is obviously a way to keep them out of the end zone, intercept the ball. So a nice play by Jeremy Mitchell on the interception, and now they're definitely not going to score. Back on offense, looks like motion there again to Jordan Graham, and we give the ball to Carter Alexander coming back the other way. You can see so many people on defense checking out Jordan first. I think that was Jordan. And then Carter Alexander gets a big run on a counter back this way, away from the motion. All right, this time we've got a triple option. We ended up pitching the ball to Kyrie's Pendergrass. Good execution by Johnny Stewart. Good read by Johnny. And we almost get in the end zone. We're down inside the 2, probably to the 1.
Johnny takes it in there.
Yeah, Johnny's been hard to stop in those situations right there, close to the goal line. He's a strong, tough runner. 200 pounds, whatever he is, 200 pounds plus slightly maybe. Tough down there close to the goal line. And nice extra point. I believe that was probably Brady, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Brady Hudson. And we're 42-7, and now we're 5-0 in the region as a result of that game.
Eliminated the Powell Panthers and made the 4 teams that are going to come out of our region in the playoff set. I mean, not in actually the order,
right.
but the 4 teams are set. Why don't we go ahead and do the plays of the week from this ball game? I know you want to move on to the Fulton game, and we've got Ramar and Coach Bass coming up here. Here are the plays of the week.
I remember this play well. See Kalen right there knocking that guy down, and Samuel Hensley right there knocking both of their guys down. It's not very often you see a defender actually get knocked to the ground, but in this case we have two of them knocked totally down. Kalen Thompson and Samuel Hensley, just great blocking right there. Hit of the week, we've obviously seen all these plays, but you see Jacob Adams involved, Herbert Booker involved, Kalen Thompson involved, Jason McGee involved. So a lot of hits of the week, which is a good thing for Oak Ridge if we have a lot of guys in the running for that. Ramar Hawkins on the sack earlier. I think excitement of the week would be Ramar. You don't give that one. You're too busy looking for Johnny to get killed and trying to bring that back. I missed what this was. But
defensive.
Okay, defensive player of the week. Jeremy Mitchell, big interception. Keep him out of the goal. Keep him out of the end zone. And then Kobe on the interception. Just a beautiful pass right to Kobe Angel. And I hope he gets a few more thrown to him like that. We were dropping those early in the year, but Kobe sure-handed on that one for sure. And obviously a big play. We saw the triple option play, and I mentioned the speed of Kalen Thompson. Nice hole, good read by Johnny, and Kalen's gone. Special teams play of the week. We saw where we didn't really handle the kickoff, and Kalen, through a lot of individual effort and just talent and instincts, somehow turns that into a 25, 30-yard gain afterwards. And we saw the great punt by Isaac that goes dead on about the 5-yard line. Jack Replogle beats the ball down there and is a good position. Nobody got killed. That's good. Flop of the week. Coach Saunders won't like this because Coach Saunders is convinced that Carson was brutalized on that play. But I tried to explain to him that the official said he flopped. And
that was T's celebration dance on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's good to see T. Higgins at the game for sure, and we'll watch him play. I think it's Georgia Tech this Saturday, isn't it?